The Gita has sprung from the feet of the Lord, whereas the Gita has emanated directly from the divine lips. Again, while the Ganga liberates him alone who goes to it and takes a plunge in its water, the Gita finds its way to every home and shows the ways to liberations to every individual. These are the reasons why the Gita is declared as superior to the Ganga. The Gita is superior even to the Gayatri. Thou the practice of japa of the Gayatri, a man attains liberations, no doubt. But he who practices japa of the Gayatri secures liberation only for himself, whereas the student of the Gita liberates not only himself but others as well. When the dispenser of the liberations, God Himself, becomes his own, mukti becomes a trifling affair to him. It takes up its abode in the dust of his fate. He makes a gift of mukti to anyone and everyone who asks for it. If we declare the Gita as greater even than God, there will be no exaggeration. The Lord Himself says, Gita Sreham Tisthami, Gita me Chottamang Griham, Gita Jnanopasritya, Trilokan Palayamyaham. Varaha Purana. I take my stand on the Gita. The Gita is my supreme abode. I maintain the three words on the strength of the wisdom contained in the Gita. Apart from this, in the Gita itself, the Lord openly declares that he who follows his instructions in the shape of the Gita will undoubtedly attain liberations. Not only this, he further says that even he who studies these scriptures will even worship him through wisdom sacrifice. When such is the value of the mere study of the Gita, keep in mind, this is such the value of mere study of the Gita, that what shall we say of the man who has molded his life according to its teaching and initiates God's devotee into its sacred and disseminates and propagates its teaching among them. Referring to such a man, the Lord says that he is very dear to him. It will be no exaggeration to say that he is the dearer to God than his very life. His Lord